Welcome, my beautiful family, to a pick a card reading. I am guided to do something different, and so this will be my first pick a card reading where I will show you three different cards in front of three different stones, and you will ask your intuition and your spirit team to guide you in selecting one card of the three. And there will be a message for each card, and it will be the message that needs to find you at this time. And the reason why I wanted to do this pick a card reading today is because I am surrendering to a calling, a spiritual calling, for me to be a channel and a medium of messages that need to find their way to you by way of spirit. And I am allowing spirit to speak through me. And you may find that the message that I have for you is resonating. Sometimes it may not. But either way, give grace and love, unconditional. Don't shoot the messenger, so to speak. Okay, so I hope that the message is helpful either way or even entertaining. And I will go ahead and shuffle the cards now. And when I am finished, you will be choosing the card that you feel drawn to select. I will be using my Medicine Woman tarot deck, and I have called in the elements of water and earth, fire and air. Now it's time for you to make your selection. Will it be pile number 1 with the black tourmaline arrowhead? Will it be pile number 2 with the selenite stone? Or will it be pile number 3 with the purple amethyst stone? Choose now, and I will see you in piles 1, 2, and 3. Feel free to fast forward to the pile that you chose, starting with pile 1. Here are your messages. Okay, group number 1. These are your cards that I pulled. The first is the exemplar of the arrows. This card is a very nurturing card, and it is the core tone of this reading. It highlights the need for clear-sighted wisdom as the mother is depicted here with her child. She's the wise one who is guiding her child's journey. She's the one that nurtures the child and that the child depends on. And so by the time she became a mother, she had a need for clear-headed wisdom and strong boundaries and intellectual discernment, meaning she knows how to discern right from wrong, and she knows everything that's needed to safely and lovingly guide a child because she learned all her lessons already. And so it suggests that you're stepping into a role where your personal experiences and your insight guides others or helps you even navigate a new situation. So if there's anything happening now where you need to cut through illusions and make decisions, you want to balance your intellect with compassion as a mother does. Mothering yourself. That can be your inner child that you're helping to heal, which leads to this card of healing. It's a powerful card. It's about renewal, because when you're healed, you're renewed. And I see this woman, she is completely in harmony, in balance, not just with the child who is on her shoulder, but all of these animals. These are beastly animals. They're carnivores or meat-eating animals, but they're not attacking. That is because all is healed. There's nothing in the shadows. So healing is at the center of your journey at this time, bringing hope in alignment with your purpose. You will be able to peacefully reach your goals if you keep the hope and stay strong. And next, this Two of Stones. When I look at this card, I see a woman washing stones at the river or this pool of water out in nature. And it suggests that you're trying to find harmony. There might be some different priorities that you're juggling at this time, but healing and clear thinking are essential for the balance. Her cleansing these stones, the water represents a flow of ideas and thoughts, and she sits alone. She's with her thoughts. And this is helping her to balance out material things, practical matters, all of those types of things that are coming up in her life. She's adaptable because she's peaceful as she sits alone and really thinks things through. And then with those thoughts and ideas, she's able to make the right decisions that help her to develop some skills. And with hard work and dedication, she can get to her goal. I see her in this picture working on her jewelry making. And she has many things here that she has made or that she's been working on. Maybe she needed to focus on learning and mastering this skill. But paired with the Two of Stones, it shows that finding balance may also involve dedicating yourself to something meaningful that helps you to hone in on your abilities and also create stability. And through doing that, you can become the power lodge of the pipes, which is also the King of Wands. It represents leadership and vision and inspired action. So this is encouraging stepping into your power, aligning your actions with your higher purpose. She's shown meditating in the tent. The rest of her family sees her almost like a high priestess. She's completely in her role as a creative and passionate leader with both intelligence and spiritual knowledge. Pardon me. That leads us to the next card, the Five of Arrows. I see someone eating, and others, they would like some food, and they don't look as fortunate. This can indicate mental struggles, And it's a warning about conflicts and wisdom, conflicts to avoid unnecessary battles. Maybe when you were working on yourself, on your healing, on your balance, there were times when you felt like this person here begging, and it seemed like no one would even throw you a bone. But then you kept going. You kept your eyes on the prize and kept moving forward. This is going in order. 5 of arrows leads you to the 6 of arrows. The 6 of arrows tells you to move away from these difficulties and to seek peace. It shows you that you're on a journey to leave mental struggles or toxic situations behind and to move toward clarity. The sun is clarity and truth, and it looks more calm ahead. And then you had a quantum leap, and you went from the 6 of arrows to the 9 of arrows. And you addressed your fears and your doubts head on. This is when you feel like you're taking shots in the dark. You feel like these arrows are not even on target. You're blindfolded. You don't even know what you're trying to relieve yourself from. You might even seek support at that time because you can't hit the target, the bullseye. You don't know where to aim. It's being aimless. And sometimes we reach a point after being aimless for long enough and we say, hey, I need support. I need some help here. And that's when we turn on our healing practices and then we learn. We learn through all of our perceived limitations, and we recognize parts of ourselves that may have been self-sabotaging and restricting our own selves. But we can find the wisdom within those challenges to rise again. So paired with all of these other arrow cards, this is what it took for you to reach a state of mental clarity. Now that your mental is clear, healing can come from an understanding when you reframe your current struggles and remember your power. So just remember that you went through all of this, but you're wise. You're the wise mother. A good mother needs to be healed, needs to know how to make good decisions, needs to know how to use her skills to create a life that is abundant, turn those skills into dollars. She needs to stay balanced intellectually and spiritually, using her intuition and using all that she has to lead her family. And she may have gone through a lot of challenges to raise to this point, but it was done, or it's happening for you right now. You may be seeking mental clarity or having some truths come out at this time. You may be healing and transitioning, and using your wisdom and insight will help you to navigate these challenges that you face. You already have the clarity to lead yourself and potentially others towards healing and towards growth. That healing card, it really represents a deeply transformative time. Your struggles, they're not permanent. You will get here to this harmonious moment with rainbows and everything in balance. These things are not permanent down here. When you felt left out in the cold, like everyone else was living better than you, when no one was helping you. That lesson taught you resilience and balance and the power of hope. You see the hope ahead and you went toward it. And you balanced and focused, building stability in your material world. That's what's going to ease these mental burdens. We all get in our head sometimes. We all get stuck in our head. But remind yourself to align your actions with your vision, using your creative and your spiritual energy to lead with confidence. The arrow cards, these are challenges, mental challenges, conflict, anxiety, perceived limitations, but they're temporary. That this too shall pass. This is what reassures you that you're moving to calmer waters. And this is teaching you invaluable lessons. You can then be the great wise teacher, because all of your lessons were so that you can relate to all those who are in your circle, who need your guidance, who need your unconditional love and your truth. This is your reading. I hope it resonates with you, Group 1. Please leave me a comment if this was sounding like you or your journey. Peace. Welcome, Group 2, to your reading. Your first card is this blend card. And when I look at the artwork, I see harmony and patience, and water to me symbolizes emotions. And when I see some water in one cup being poured into another cup, she's blending her own emotions with those that are around her and surrounding her to create harmony. It's about being healed, because when you're healed, you can be harmonious with others. You can integrate how you feel with the rest of those that you come into contact with. And it means divine timing. This can be done on deeper levels, emotionally, mentally, even materially, all of those different ways. We need to blend our energies and make sure that things stay in balance. These are all the clarifying cards, and so it'll give more insights into what I mean by the blending card here. This Four of Bowls is reflecting having introspection. When you look within, sometimes you may be dissatisfied with what you find. I see this person's face. It doesn't look happy or very satisfied. It wants its cup filled with water when emotions run dry, that feeling of emotional stagnation, being unfulfilled. There's all types of opportunities available behind here that this person cannot even see yet because they're looking here at their empty vessel. But if this person just shifted their focus and opened themselves up to new possibilities, it would all be pouring in for them. But it's been so long that even their spirit guide up here looks bored and like, hey, I'm here. Do you see me? Hello. And this is the energy that you either were in or are in now. More clarification of that energy is this one, the Six of Bowls. It's showing a person who seems to really be reconnecting with their past. They seem to really be healing from old wounds, revisiting some memories that could be positive or they may be kind of heavy. But let's say this person was remembering a luau that happened, a joyous party, a time that was better and enjoyable. This is that energy, like when you return to childhood memories or reconnect with people or emotions from the past. And so it's important that we heal any old wounds and keep those positive memories close. And don't, never forget them, but don't let it be where you remain stuck. It's about getting out of that nostalgic feeling so that you can move forward. Next, I see the Seven of Arrows, and what is being depicted here, it seems to be some strategy or deception, some hidden intentions here. Someone around you may seem like they're not being entirely honest, and so you may need to look closer. This person has their hands up, and all of the different things that these people have been telling this person has been taking advantage of them. There were lies in these books and contracts, shady deals. There were those who took from this person, who were seeking to outnumber this person and leave them with nothing. And the Eight of Arrows, this is feeling trapped or limited by your own thoughts, emphasizing self-imposed restrictions and the need to see beyond illusions or mental blocks and free yourself. This is hopeful energy, because after being deceived, you have to learn to trust others again, that there are some good people out there. And this is a reminder to not be fooled. Trust yourself, but don't believe that all people are bad. There are some good people who want to help you and bring you things and celebrate with you too. Then This card is the Six of Stones. It represents generosity and balance. This is about giving and receiving. If you want material support, you have to give something. This person is planting seeds into the water. That's an offering. And so help is either being offered to you or you're in a position to help others at this time. And that's going to be tied to your money. Next is trickster. These people do not look happy. They have some unhealthy patterns that are leaving them with nothing in their bowl. They have lack mentality and addictions. They know loss. There's beliefs that are holding these people back. And so this card helps you recognize that you need to break free from these chains if you want to grow. Then we see the Vision card, which is a card of surrendering, seeing yourself for who you truly are, and even seeing a new perspective about yourself so that you can have a spiritual awakening. This is a shift in perspective that's required, letting go of control or attachments, letting go of this lack mentality, offering something so that you can see things from a higher vantage point, seeing your true reflection. And lastly, this card signifies mastery over material and physical realms. Look at this place full of everything that's needed. Look at how different it is from this empty, poor, desolate house. So this looks like stability and abundance and the ability to create a secure foundation through patience and effort. You are in a phase where patience and moderation are essential factors. There's opposing forces, or there's the need to harmonize emotional, mental, and material aspects of your life. Harmony. And reevaluation of your emotional state. Are you focused too much on what's missing? Focused too much on the lack? Are you too attached to the past? You need to heal and balance by recognizing the value in the present moment while honoring the past without being stuck in it. Because these cards, the mind is a key focus in these cards. It's all in how you look at it. Is everyone out to deceive you? Are you trapped with that belief? Or are you aware and having enough clarity to help you navigate these challenges and get the help that you need? Because generosity reciprocity are also key themes in this reading. Whether you're giving or you're receiving, you're reminded to maintain balance in your material and your energetic energies. Because there's something that may be holding you back, whether it's fear or unhealthy attachments or addictions. It might be others influencing you, but you have to recognize and address these things in order to be led to greater freedom. To move forward, you must release old ways of thinking, old ways of acting. You gotta surrender control and embrace a new perspective. Recognize when a new perspective is being shown to you, whether you see it yourself in your own reflection or if someone is telling you a message that changes your perspective. Allow yourself to grow spiritually and to become clear in order to get to this point of stability and grounded success. You got to get grounded, and you got to navigate the emotional and the mental challenges that have come up in this reading if you want to find yourself in a position of material and spiritual abundance. Remember to seek balance in all areas of your life so that you're avoiding extremes. This is extreme. This is extreme. This is extreme. You want to aim for moderation. You know, the combination of bowls, which represent emotions, and arrows, which represent a need to cut things off, to put an ending to some of these patterns and habits, whether they're emotional or mental. It's about finding those areas where you feel stuck, or look at what old cycles have just been repeating. Recognize everything that is unhealthy. All your beliefs need to be shifted into a new perspective. And it's going to take practical action. Every time a gift is awarded to you, celebrate. Be thankful for those who are bringing you nourishment and support. Celebrate all of your wins, even the small ones and the big ones. Eventually, it will all pile up to be a wonderful collection of things that are yours. A secure foundation. So you got to focus on what you can control yourself. If you can't control it, don't worry about it. Build upon the things that you can control. Group number 2, have you learned how to do this yet? How to keep your own emotions balanced, regardless of what's going on around you? Have you learned to focus in the present moment and worry about your own cups of emotions and balance them all by yourself? Or have you been focused on the wrong thing, asking for water when it's right there for you to go and get it? Maybe you came out of this cycle of feeling stuck on the past, reminiscing all the time, being tricked, not really valuing when others would try to help. Or maybe you accepted help and started to give what you could out of fear that you would end up like this. Or maybe you ended up in this lack energy for long enough and you decided, I need to really take a look at myself and really see the truth about me. And maybe you change your perspective and now you've found stability and emotional balance, harmony in your life. Number 2, this is your reading. I hope that it has resonated with you. If it does, please let me know. Peace. Welcome, group number 3, who chose this purple amethyst. These are your cards. We started with the 10 of stones, and then these other cards were the clarifying cards. So let's start here looking at this card. It looks as though this person here has lots of materials that have been given to them and earned. They have notoriety from this woman here and the community. And so this is really a reading about material security and personal empowerment, spiritual transformation even, which we'll see when we get to these other cards. But this 10 of stones is the card that sets the tone for the reading. And it's about completion, leaving a legacy, and being stable. These other cards, as you'll see, tell a story of achieving balance, using discernment, and moving through challenges in order to claim success and fulfillment. And it all starts with balance here, which is what follows after all of your hard work. The creation of a secure foundation for yourself and those around you. These were long-term goals, or strong family backing, or strong community ties. And now you get to see that fruit of your labor. You get satisfaction, and you get fairness and truth and alignment. Look at these people down here in this garden, in this peaceful landscape here. The moose or the deer, they'll only come out and graze if they feel like it's a peaceful environment. And so balance is about the importance of making decisions with integrity. And there's equilibrium needed in all of your actions, because you need to believe in karma, because all of the outcomes are reminders of the choices that you've made. And so you've been choosing carefully, and it has paid off. You've used discernment, and that leads to an awakening or having clarity. This person looks very present and aware of their surroundings. They look very connected to the animals, their spirituality, to how to get home, how to navigate life. They're looking, they're diligent, they're making decisions based on wisdom. Their higher purpose is in alignment, and so is yours. You're in alignment with your higher purpose. This is about finally having what you always wanted: victory, achievement, recognition. So there have been challenges, but you're being acknowledged for your efforts. When you reach this point of peace where you can hold a deer like this, that took some work, and you should be proud of your work and your effort. Now you're in a leadership position to help others achieve the same, but they got to put in the work just as you did. Look at you putting in this work. But you did it. You did it all. You had to be a good example. You had others counting on you, and sometimes it really seemed like a lot of responsibilities and heavy burdens, a lot of commitments. And now you're either nearing the completion of your goal, or you're there, but the journey has been exhausting. And you kept prioritizing what was the most important, and you avoid burnout. These are beautiful cards. This one speaks of inspiration, new beginnings, and creativity. Tapping into these creative energies that come. Look at the stars in the center, being aligned with your creative potential, being inspired by life. There was this surge of vitality, or a spark of new ideas or new projects that you undertook, or it's happening now. This represents an invitation to take action on your passions. There's been some endings, some transformations, releasing old pain. But although there was a difficult ending, now there's a new dawn and a new chapter ahead. So let go of what no longer serves you, if you haven't already. There's a spirit, although these family members are mourning the loss, this spirit is okay. It's leaving stars and blessings upon all that it left behind. But now this family must move on, and it'll be a new chapter and a new day without this person. Maybe you suffered a loss in the family. Condolences if you have. Maybe the loss was the old you, and now you're transforming. Look at you, holding on regardless. Doing what you got to do to stay stable and secure. So there is financial or emotional stability that you will have if you don't have it already. Don't be afraid of losing what you have. Spirit is protecting it for you, so you don't have to cling too tightly. Balance is going to be the key to remaining stable and not feel lacking at any time. Because there are so many opportunities. There's prosperity ahead. Look at you just climbing this ladder to success. All of those who have passed on before you, they see you. They're helping you be prosperous. Just keep growing, whether financially, materially, or spiritually, or all the above. This is about long-term success that is yours, is promised by your ancestors. Everyone is counting on you to keep climbing to the top. And this warrior, it just shows your resilience. It shows how strong you are, how determined and focused you've been. There's forward momentum here. You can't be stopped. Just harness your willpower, channel it toward achieving your goals. You have the strength to overcome any obstacle. This is your goal here, this harvest, this fulfillment, this completion, integrating everything that you've learned so that you can be successful. This is where the journey is leading you. In the end, you will have your harvest waiting. This is about the lessons that you've learned, and those lessons turned into rewards. You reap what you sow. This represents wholeness and celebration. And you're going to be so happy. Look at you headed to paradise. Your wishes are coming true. This is that joy and abundance, and it's within reach. You can see it. You just have to paddle that short distance and you're there. Okay, so don't give up. Just follow your heart and stay aligned with your desires and you'll get there. What a wonderful reading for you, and how powerful. Just stay in gratitude. Say positive affirmations to paddle you the rest of that little short distance. And there will be completion and renewal, stepping into a new phase of abundance and fulfillment. The progression from the 10 of stones to the harvest. The Ace of Stones. You're at a point of both endings and beginnings. You're integrating the lessons of the past and planting seeds for a prosperous future. You are reaching, or you have reached, this point of material and emotional stability. You have a strong sense of fulfillment, but the journey doesn't even end here, it evolves. And that is so exciting. It's so important for you to make wise, fair decisions as you move forward. This is also a card about justice and clarity. If you want harmony, that's what's the key, justice and clarity. Right? And now you can see everything clearly. You know right from wrong, and things are imbalanced. And you've achieved so much, even after being so burdened, having so many responsibilities. You did it with grace. You kept working, even when times were hard. You found your inspiration. something came up. Just think about what it was. What was that new thing that you tried or are about to try? If you have an idea right now, go with it. Try it. Do it. Because you want to release those old cycles and pain to make way for new energy and inspiration. That's going to invite a transformation and a fresh creative pursuit. And you'll feel drawn to do it and to take care of it. But it's important not to feel fear that it's going to go away. It's never going to go away. This is yours. Okay? They want you to know that you deserve it and you've earned it. So rightfully so. You're so strong. You're so determined that you can overcome any remaining obstacles. You've already overcome the hardest parts. Smooth sailing to your harvest from here. Reflect on your accomplishments. Integrate your lessons. Prepare for a new chapter. Okay, let go of burdens. Embrace new opportunities with confidence. With confidence. Stay aligned with your values. Make decisions that promote harmony and fairness. Trust your inner wisdom to guide you. All of this is here to remind you to acknowledge and celebrate your achievements. You're about to achieve so much. So joy and recognition are important parts of your journey. Seize new opportunities and approach them with enthusiasm and practicality. Don't go overboard. Don't blow your whole harvest, but enjoy it. Pile number 3, this has been your reading. I hope that you resonated with it. If you did, please let me know. This has been a true honor to give these messages to you. Peace.